Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is a type of talk therapy. It helps people understand how their thoughts affect their feelings and actions. The main goal of CBT is to give you the power to change your thinking patterns. When you change how you think, you can change how you feel and what you do. This therapy is very practical. It focuses on solving problems you are facing right now. It is a partnership between you and your therapist. Together, you work to find new ways to handle difficult situations and build a healthier mindset for the future. CBT is based on a simple but powerful idea. Our thoughts, not the events themselves, cause our feelings and behaviors. For example, imagine two people lose their jobs. One person might think, "I am a failure and will never find another job." This thought leads to feelings of deep sadness and hopelessness. The other person might think, "This is a challenge, but it's an opportunity to find a better job." This thought leads to feelings of hope and motivation. CBT teaches us to notice these thoughts and see how they shape our world. It helps us question the negative thoughts that hold us back. This therapy is very structured and goal-oriented. Unlike some other therapies that look deep into your past, CBT focuses on the present. You and your therapist set clear goals for what you want to achieve. Maybe you want to feel less anxious in social situations, or perhaps you want to overcome feelings of sadness that stop you from enjoying life. Each session is designed to help you move closer to these goals. You learn specific skills that you can practice in your daily life. This makes CBT an active and engaging process where you are a key player in your own improvement. The skills you learn in CBT are meant to last a lifetime. The therapy aims to make you your own therapist. By the end of your treatment, you will have a toolbox of techniques. You will know how to identify unhelpful thoughts when they appear. You will learn how to challenge them and replace them with more balanced and realistic ones. This self-sufficiency is a core principle of CBT. It empowers you to not only solve your current problems, but also to handle future challenges with confidence. It is a journey of learning how to manage your mind in a more helpful and positive way. The connection between our thoughts, feelings, and actions is the heart of CBT. Think of them as 3 points of a triangle, all connected to each other. A change in one point will always affect the other two. For instance, if you have the thought, "Everyone at this party thinks I'm boring," you will likely feel anxious and self-conscious. Because of these feelings, you might stand in a corner and avoid talking to people. This action then reinforces your original thought that you are boring. CBT helps you see this cycle clearly so that you can find a way to break it. Let's explore this connection further. Unhelpful thoughts are often automatic. They just pop into our heads without us even trying. We call these automatic negative thoughts, or ANTs. These thoughts can be distortions of reality. For example, you might engage in catastrophizing, where you imagine the worst possible outcome. Or you might use all or nothing thinking, seeing things in black and white with no middle ground. CBT teaches you to catch these ANTs. Once you catch them, you can examine them. You can ask yourself, is this thought really true? What is the evidence for it? Is there another way to see this situation? Changing your behavior is another important part of CBT. Sometimes, the best way to change a negative thought or feeling is to change what you are doing. If you feel sad and have no motivation, your instinct might be to stay in bed all day. However, this often makes you feel worse. A CBT therapist might help you schedule a small positive activity, like going for a short walk. Even though it might feel difficult at first, taking this action can lift your mood. This positive experience can then challenge the thought that nothing can make me feel better. It creates an upward spiral instead of a downward one. The goal is not to force yourself to think happy thoughts all the time. That is not realistic. The goal of CBT is to develop a more balanced and helpful way of thinking. It's about looking at situations from different perspectives. It is about recognizing that your first thought is not always the correct one. By learning to question your thoughts and experiment with new behaviors, you gain control over your emotional well-being. You learn that while you cannot always control what happens to you, you can control how you respond. This is a powerful skill that can transform your outlook on life. A typical CBT session is structured and collaborative. It feels more like a coaching session than a casual chat. At the beginning of the session, you and your therapist will set an agenda. You will decide together what topics are most important to discuss that day. This might include reviewing your week, talking about a specific problem you faced, and checking on the progress of your homework from the previous session. This structure ensures that every session is productive and focused on helping you reach your therapy goals. It keeps the process on track and makes sure your time is used effectively. During the session, the therapist will help you identify the specific thoughts and behaviors that are causing you distress. For example, if you felt very anxious before a presentation at work, the therapist would help you explore what was going through your mind at that moment. You might uncover thoughts like, "I'm going to forget everything I want to say," or "everyone will think my ideas are stupid." The therapist will then guide you in examining these thoughts. You might look for evidence that supports or contradicts them. This process is called cognitive restructuring. It helps you see the situation more realistically. After identifying and examining your thoughts, you will work on developing new skills. The therapist will teach you practical techniques to manage your thoughts and feelings. For instance, you might learn relaxation exercises to calm your body when you feel anxious. You might practice problem-solving skills to tackle a difficult situation in a step-by-step way. A key part of CBT is homework. The therapist will ask you to practice these new skills in your daily life between sessions. This could be keeping a thought record, where you write down your negative thoughts and challenge them. Or it could be a behavioral experiment, like trying something you have been avoiding. The end of the session is for summarizing what you have learned and planning for the week ahead. You will review the main points of the discussion and make sure you understand the homework assignment. The therapist will also ask for your feedback on the session. They want to know what was helpful and what was not. This feedback is very important because it makes the therapy a true partnership. CBT is an active process where you learn by doing. Each session builds upon the last, giving you more tools and confidence to manage your life in a healthier way. CBT is effective for a wide range of common problems. It is one of the most researched forms of therapy and has been shown to help with anxiety and depression. For people who worry constantly, CBT provides tools to challenge anxious thoughts and reduce feelings of fear. For those struggling with sadness and low motivation, it offers strategies to change negative thinking patterns and engage in more rewarding activities. Its usefulness extends beyond these conditions, helping with issues like panic attacks, phobias, eating disorders, and even difficulties with sleep. Its practical, skills-based approach makes it adaptable to many of life's challenges. The real power of CBT is that it equips you with skills for life. The therapy is not just about feeling better in the short term, it is about learning how to stay better in the long term. By the time you finish your course of therapy, you have become your own therapist. You have learned how to identify the triggers that lead to negative emotions. You have practiced challenging the unhelpful thoughts that come with them. You also have a set of behavioral strategies to use when you feel stuck. These are tools that you can carry with you and use whenever you face a new difficulty in the future. Knowing about CBT is important for everyone, even if you are not currently in therapy. Understanding the basic principles can improve your own mental well-being. Just by being aware of the connection between your thoughts, feelings, and actions, you can start to make small but meaningful changes. You can learn to be more mindful of your automatic negative thoughts and question them. You can choose to act in ways that support a more positive mindset. This knowledge empowers you to take an active role in managing your own emotional health and building resilience against life's stresses. In conclusion, learning about cognitive behavioral therapy is a valuable investment in yourself. It provides a clear and practical roadmap for understanding and changing the way you think. This, in turn, can transform how you feel and how you navigate the world. Whether you are dealing with a specific mental health issue or simply want to build a stronger, more resilient mindset, the principles of CBT offer a powerful and accessible path forward. It is a hopeful approach that teaches us that we have the ability to change, grow, and lead more fulfilling lives by mastering our own minds.